Hey YouTube, it's Aiden. Man, I can never remember what I say. I'm so inconsistent at this. Anyway, equipment update again. Reminder, if you want to listen, check the link in the description. What's this? Guess what? I got my new horn. Of course, it's not new. I don't buy anything new because I'm crazy. This is a Bock 36K. Yes, 36K. And even cooler, this is a Corporation 36K. Some of you who might be more well versed in Bocks might know that the Corporation era stopped at around 1970-ish, and the K valve only started being produced in the early 90s. So this is a horn from actually like I think the mid 60s is when this actual 36 is from. And then a valve that didn't exist for another 30 years? What's going on? Well, turns out someone liked this 36 so much that they put a K valve on it from another 36. Somebody did that. This is probably the only one on the whole planet that was done to. And I'm glad they did it. I got this for a nice price on eBay. A friend literally showed me this with 2 minutes left in the auction. 2 minutes. He didn't even know. He's just like, hey, cool, look, a 36K. And I was like, oh, cool, 36K. And I was like, I'm going to bid on this. There were a bunch of bids already, and I just was like, click, and I won it. So I ended up with this 36K. I was like, oh my God, did I just make a huge mistake? Turns out I don't think I did. This thing is pretty awesome. I've only had a little bit of time on it today. But so far, very impressed. The slide is in good shape. There's no chrome wear on any of the stockings. It just kind of looks like a Corporation slide, so the usual lacquer wear. It doesn't look like it's been taken apart at the slide level. Lead pipe feels a little weird. It kind of wobbles the small shank mouthpiece unless you really twist it in. I've never had a small shank receiver like this. This might be... No, I'll bet that's the original lead pipe. Might get a new one for this, who knows. Maybe it was taken apart at the top here, so maybe not the outer side, but the inner side was taken apart. I have not had a good look at this yet. I did try to take the valve apart. This is a K valve. I've talked about this before. We'll talk about it a little more when we get more in depth on this. But the actual rotor will not come out of the casing. I took it all apart, and it wouldn't come out. So I'm going to take that to my tech, see what he can do. I just put a bunch of alcohol through it and flushed it with water and then put in new oil. So I kind of cleaned out all the old stuff, put in new stuff. And it's okay. It's a little bit slow. Of course, it's got a 36/42 tuning slide. And it's got this beautiful K-valve wrap, which only ever came on K-valves. Like this piece right here is one piece from here all the way to the valve. And it's a 3D bend. So it bends in all three dimensions. Like comes out and does this thing and then comes back, and it's just, I don't know, super cool, kind of elegant. It's like an elegant wrap and a not elegant valve at all. And what do I have to say about the K valve? Well, I've made a video about them. I think I've made 2 about the K valve so far. And they're a design that Bock, the company, came up with themselves because they were like, you know what, our rotor on the 42B and I don't even think the 42BO existed yet. The rotor kind of sucks. It's just not, it's a size too small because it's actually designed for the 36. On the 36, it's just about right. On the 42, it can be good, but it's really luck of the draw, and not many of them are that good because they're just too small. And so they're like, you know what? People keep trying to come up with new valves for things. So let's come up with our own design. And so they sat down and some guys came up with, I'm assuming they're guys, I'm sorry, guys or ladies, it was probably guys at the time, came up with the K or balanced valve, and that's this. And it actually plays really, really well. Let's see if I can play. Keep in mind, this is a 525. This is not a big horn. And this plays really well. It's very even. It doesn't change the sound a lot between open and closed. Maybe it does when I'm playing it right now, but nominally it sounds actually quite good. Obviously, the ergonomics are not great. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty large. It's kind of hard to find a case that this fits in if you're into like really fitted cases. And the problem, of course, is that Mr. Orla Ed Thayer came along just like a couple years later, and it was like, hey, by the way, the Thayer exists, and it's kind of it's a better package. It looks better. It literally just looks, ignoring everything else. It also plays really well, especially on basses. The K valve just isn't it. On tenors, actually, I think it's quite good. But on basses, and if they're going to do it, they may as well put it on tenors. The Thayer is just kind of a little bit better. We've learned with time that the Thayer wears kind of in a bad way, and like this one leaks right now, so I'm not playing it. And the K is actually pretty good on the tenors, but the K valve just didn't last very long. Not that many people bought them, and I'm really glad that someone put this on a 36. So I'll have more to say about this. I'll play some more on it and let you guys know. I think the plans are I will have this converted, since this is a 36. It has the same slide, tenon, and receiver as all the rest of the Bach small bores, not the large bores. The large bores, the 42, 45, and 50 all have the same slide connectors, and the Bach 36 and everything smaller have the same slide connectors. So I can't put a Bach 42 slide on this until I have it changed. And I think I'll just have the receiver here changed and this changed. And that way I can use all the big slides on it, and I basically have a small bell Bach 42. And it's just a little more useful that way, because I can still play it as a 525 with this slide, or I can size up and kill some people in front of me with this giant 547 with a K valve. Super cool. This is really the only thing I've got. I've got a new mouthpiece on the way for it, actually, because all I have right now, and this is dumb, I should have brought it with me. All I have right now is my 6.5 AL, and it plays pretty well, but it's pretty bright. And I have my Small Shank 3G, which plays pretty well, but it's maybe a little too hard to play, and it's pretty covered in dark. And I have a Bach 5 GS in storage, and I can't get to it. So I just bought another one for like $20. And that should be a nice, sweet spot, middle-of-the-road mouthpiece for the 36K. That's all I got. I'll see you guys next time.